All right, hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to our powers, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha HaKodash, and give a double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that have taught us this truth that are constantly ruling well through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Shai. Hey, peace, mercy, and blessed to the beloved Akim that are out there pushing this word wholeheartedly in truth and in sincerity, that are not wavering to the left nor to the right, but constantly staying on that straight and nail, fighting for your crowns in these last days that we are truly living in. And even shalom to the few sisters, the Aquabs that are out there, and even shalom to the Israelite foreigners, those that may look like the other nations, but their seed line goes back into our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the brother Iraq coming back with another lesson, Lord willing, edifying for the lambs of the Lord, which Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, concise, straight to the point. Okay, and just something real quick, because you got a lot of talks of this, this flu, this bird thing that's going on. All right, which just backtracking a little bit from a hindsight view, okay, dealing with all the lies that have been predicated dealing with the Windows 19, okay, and which through the spirit, a lot of people are not ready for a second lockdown, which we believe through the Holy Spirit that a second lockdown is coming, okay. And definitely we're in the times to prepare your mind for great evils and tribulation. And just like the Lord said, he's going to send forth pestilence and things of that nature. All right. And he's using these Edomites, okay, to disrupt people's lives and take your lives. OK. So, with me saying all that, just getting straight to the point. Back when, the Windows 19 was going on, they were giving out this information, which pretty much right here it says it, the Windows 19, which killed 1.1 million Americans and destroyed the lives and livelihood of millions more, is a man-made V that escaped from a Chinese lab partially funded by the U.S. government. Okay, and what they were doing was, sending forth researchers to actually search these things out. Okay, and a lot of those researchers did find out that what was being done was gain of function situations where pretty much they were trying to figure out how to mutate these V's in order to see if they can be transmitted from species to species. Okay, and so a lot of information has been being exposed, especially like I said, with all the lies, with especially Dr. Fakey, Fauci, you know what I'm saying? You find out that the mask, the 6 foot distances and all the different measurements that they said to upheld, none of it meant nothing. It was all to deceive you. Okay. All right. So that's why we say, just through faith, you got to get yourself right through Yahweh Shema Shai and ultimately trust on him to keep you from the pestilence, as it tells you in the book of Psalms, the 91st chapter, that he would keep the elect from the pestilence that is getting ready to consume more lives out here. So people are starting to find out, right? Like it says right here, even today, you're not supposed to say that, even though it's the only plausible scenario, because you got a lot of fact checkers going on. Soon as good information will come out or facts will come out, you have those that are set up to deny these allegations, which are looking more as the actual truth. That's why you have to do extra digging. Okay, but it says no fact checkers will rush in to claim that eminent scientists deny this, which is because those scientists have too much invested in money and time in their own beliefs to admit the truth. All right, which these Edomites are not going to admit the truth to you, that they're behind all these ways for people to perish out here. Okay, and let me play this video with Joe Rogan. This was about 3 years ago, so let's play this real fast. We'll grab some scriptures, and then I'm gonna grab what's going on as more information came out, even with the 46 biolabs that were exposed in Ukraine, which there's a reason why they were pumping billions of dollars into Ukraine, not only for the agricultural resources, but they had biolabs that Putin was exposing, okay, which Vladimir Zelensky, he was, behind sending forth orders to actually have them burn records of any involvement of the U.S., okay, and that's probably, through the spirit, one of the reasons why they kept keeping in close contact with Vladimir Zelensky. Okay, so it's a lot just coming out. All right, so let me just play this real fast. We get some more on this gain of function information. Let me go back a little bit.
It's not just China, and this is the theory about the thing about the lab leak and why I actually want to deculture. You had Josh Rogan on, and he did an excellent job.
Really good job.
That guy's amazing. What he expertly shows is if this is true, the lab leak hypothesis is true. Yes, the Chinese covered it up. Guess what? The Chinese are liars, and they covered up SARS, and they've covered up basically everything that's come out of their country for the last 30 years. That's not a shocker. The shocker is Dr. Anthony Fauci, 2017, reverses the ban on gain of function research, directs this funding to EcoHealth Alliance, Dr. Peter Daszak, who then gives it to the Wuhan Institute of Virology for the study of novel bat coronaviruses. And then when the pandemic turns around, we take Dr. Peter Daszak as the only American to join the World Health Organization's investigation team into whether coronavirus leaked from a lab. And on 60 Minutes, I forget who was interviewing him. She goes, well, wait, so how did you verify it? Did you just ask them? And he goes, well, what else can we do? Because he's also half British. And that's how he goes, well, what else can we do? We could read emails. We could also see that Peter Daszak, as of 2 days ago, has been caught lying. He said there were no live bats inside of the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Sky News Australia just revealed 2017 video that bats were present inside the Wuhan Institute of Virology, and the deputy director says before this, China had no experience in BSL-4 that's the highest level safety for a laboratory, but we have been here, and I don't forget, I don't want to misquote him, but he said something along the lines of creating new viruses, synthesizing new viruses. And what Fauci and Dr. Shi, who's the head of the Wuhan Institute of Virology, they're playing fucking games. Fauci and Rand Paul, when Rand Paul was pressing him, he was like, we did not fund gain of function research. He's trying to define it as explicitly what is on the record as him funding. Dr. Shi is the same thing. We were not doing gain of function research.
So this is amazing. I don't know if you caught. She did an email interview with the New York Times, which was mostly, it was just, the standard state party line from China. But they asked her about gain of function research, and I'm sure your listeners mostly know that gain of function research is basically modifying these to see how can we make these pathogens more dangerous, right? And it's in and of itself very dangerous because these things do leak from labs relatively routinely. And she says, we were not doing gain of function research because what we were doing wasn't making it more virulent or dangerous. It was seeing if it could jump from species to species. I'm sorry. Isn't that the definition of making it more dangerous for us? Seeing if you can make it jump.
All right, so as you heard that, just goes to show that the great length that these Edomites will take, okay, in order to destroy people. All right, that's why ultimately, let me get this in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, okay, because they're in these laboratories mutating and testing and figuring out how can they destroy people. All right, and at the same time, they're coming up with these potions in order to try to protect themselves, because they know it can be a double-edged sword, that it can also affect one people's economy, but also travel and transmit to their economy as well. All right, so they got to have the pretty much, that briefcase with the the serum. I'm gonna just say that the serum to make sure that they're good, while the rest of the people just out here suffer and die. Okay, this thing is deep, man. So let me read this real fast. All right, Matthew's 24. I'll start at 22. And except those days should be shortened, all right, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right, so this is the reason why Yahweh Shemam Shai is showing up the days. He's showing the days all for the elect's sake because of how these Edomites are moving behind closed doors. Okay, all right. Now, as the Lord opened our minds, the scriptures say what? That I believe 2 Corinthians 2:11, that we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Okay. Matter of fact, I'll read that on the NLT, and then I'll go get the word device. Okay. All right, 2 Corinthians 2:11, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. Okay, so you have a spiritual demon, Satan, but you also have the physical demon, Satan, which is the adversary to the Most High, first and foremost, Yahweh, and the beloved Son, Yahweh Shai, and then also down to their people, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, okay? They're adverse to us, all right, in the ways of righteousness, all right? And the scriptures say that. Can an Ethiopian change his skin? Matter of fact, I'll grab that next. Okay, Lord's will. All right, let me get this word device, because it just came to my mind. Noema.
Strong's G 3540. Naima.
Oh, Naima.
Naima.
Okay, Naima. All right, a mental perception, thought, an evil purpose, that which think, the mind, thoughts, or purpose. All right, now the scriptures say that what? They sleep not unless they cause many to fall. All right, and this is one of the ways that Esau has weaponized the sword. Okay, which the sword has been given to him as a blessing. All right, so biowarfare is part of Esau's sword. All right, and this is what the Most High is going to use when he allows his man to come down, the inhabitants with great wrath, to destroy, especially 2/3. I forget the website, but there's a website where they pretty much show you prediction of people's growth in a society as far as people being born, and then there's also a decline of certain societies like Australia, the UK, America. All right, and the numbers that are in the red, I forget what website it is, but it says that 2/3 of the people have declined from the American society, or going to decline from the American society. And that, to me was very spiritual, because it says that 2/3 shall be cut off. All right. Proverbs 4 and 16, it says, for they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. So there you have it right there. All right. So they don't sleep unless they cause some to fall. So let me see if I can get this one real fast. Change spot. I got to get it in over here. Let me see. Okay. Change spot. Okay, here it is. Jeremiah 13:23. It says, can the Ethiopian change? Matter of fact, let me go to the actual chapter. Oh, yeah, that's just beautiful. Jeremiah 13:22. And if thou say in thy heart, wherefore come these things upon me? For the greatness of thine iniquity are the skirts discovered, and the hills made bare. All right. So Esau's being exposed, okay, and the wickedness that they're doing. All right. And we're bringing it to your forefront so that way you can see for yourself, and then we're tying it to the holy scriptures. All right. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spot? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. All right. Well, they're not accustomed to do good. All right. They were designed to be the wicked. All right. Job 9:24. The earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. Okay. All right. And they know that their time is running out. All right. Yahweh Shem Shai is definitely forcing them to show their hands. All right. And they're getting sloppy. All right. And anything you do, anything that's fast, and you're not going to do it 100%. All right. Perfect. All right. So the Lord is allowing leaks to take place. Okay. So, here's another chick right here. Just to bring it to the forefront, because you can check out these news headlines that they're actually talking about this right now. All right. With the bird, what. All right. Dr. Lena Wynn. All right. Which, she's on board. She's saying the same thing is going to take place. People need to test. They need to make things more available. All right. They need to have these V's, all right, ready. Don't allow things to happen. So they know what's getting ready to come. All right. They know what's getting ready to come. It's just, you don't know what's getting ready to come because, all right, majority of you are not paying attention, all right, of what's really going on. Okay. So right here, this is from the People's World. This was in June 14, 2022. All right. It says, after months of denial, U.S. admits to running Ukraine biolabs. All right. So there you have it. All right. So they're getting caught. All right. Get your hand out the cookie jar. Okay. All right. They're getting exposed. All right, Washington has been urged to come clean over its biolab program in Ukraine after the Department of Defense admits its existence. The Pentagon said on Thursday that it has operated 46 biolabs in Ukraine handling dangerous pathogens after previous dismissing the charges as Russia propaganda. So see, they try to say that it was Russia propaganda, but they were lying. All right. So what pathogens do they have that is going to take your lives? All right, we're gonna see, because 2025 could be that year where they just start releasing all type of shit. All right, the Lord forced me to do all that, All right, so you gotta stay prayed up. As scripture say, hey, put ye on as the elect. Put on the whole armor so that way you get not caught from the wiles of the devil. Okay, all right. But ultimately, the Lord's elect is going to be good. All right, I'm gonna read that too as well. All right, Psalms 91. I quoted it, but I'm gonna read it. All right, China has joined calls for the United States to explain the role and capacity of the laboratories following the Pentagon. Stunning reversal after months of denial and March leak papers appear to suggest that its operation in Ukraine were sensitive, while Kiev was reportedly blocked from public disclosure about the program. All right, because they put these information under a mountain and try to cover it all up. You know what I'm saying? All right, but the Lord has a way of what? Revealing things. Whatever's done in the dark shall come to the light. Okay? According to a document signed between the two nations, Ukraine is obliged to transfer the dangerous pathogens to the U.S. See, going into what I just said about this is probably the reason why Vladimir Zelensky was constantly keep coming over here, and having meetings and dealing with Joseph Biden, all right, or his doppelganger, Sleepy Joe, okay, which he probably checked out, who knows, but either way, all right, they got some nefarious shit going on behind closed doors, okay? All right, and it's getting ready to happen, all right? And the world is not ready for another lockdown, especially the American society. These jobs are on the verge of collapsing, okay? Point blank, period. The party is over. Party cities are going out of business. Big Lots, all the different stores you could think of. Mall stores are closing down, all right? So if this thing takes place again, it's going to bring forth a great crash, okay? All right? This is what we're waiting for. Hey, Jacob's trouble is right here, all right? We here now, okay? It says those who had raised concerns over the presence of the biolabs have been dismissed, a conspiracy theorist, and accused of regurgitating Russian disinformation, all right? So I'm going to leave it right there at that because I don't want to make this too long, but I'll, Lord willing, put this in a link or in the description box so that way brothers can check into it, all right? But this thing is happening, all right? So let me just grab a couple more precepts because, yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't want to make this too long and go too in depth into it, but just kind of just throwing it out there that whatever's going on with this bird thing, all right, they're saying California and in certain other states, California with the highest has 37 people that have been transmitted with this V, okay, on top of thousands of livestock, cattles, cows and cats and things of that nature, all right? So they're pushing this thing. Anytime Esau pushes things on the mainstream media, you know something is getting ready to go down, all right? So, matter of fact, let me go to Luke. That just came to my mind right now. Luke 21, all right? Luke 21, because everybody's in the spirit of mirth, partying. Remember, it's New Year's Eve, which a Shabbat Shalom, all right? When we bring this thing in, we're going to bring this thing in with curses, okay? All right, so more destruction is getting ready to come, all right? The Lord is going to hear the prayers of the righteous, the elect, all right? They pierce the clouds, okay? All right, so Luke 21 and 34 says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unaware. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the earth. All right, so it's going to catch people off guard. All right, people are going to get trapped up. People not going to know what to do. All right, because why? They're not watching. They're not paying attention. All right, but hey, like Paul said, as for ye, brethren, you have no need that I got to tell you to watch, because what? You're perfectly paying attention for the day of the Lord. All right, these things that are taking place is all leading up to Yahweh's return. Okay. It says, watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. So watch that you may be able and may be accounted worthy to escape all these things. All right. So don't let up. All right, Akim. All right, as well as you Akwaf out there. All right, stay on the watch. All right, because things is happening. All right, things are going to get worse. All right, let these people be in the spirit of mirth until, hey, the Lord pop their bubble and bring them into reality. So I just wanted to just bring that to the forefront. Lord willing did make sense. Lord willing was edifying to the Lord's elect. And giving all praises and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. A shalom to the bishops, as well as you Akim out there that sincerely believe in Yahweh Shema Shai. A baraka thumb to you, Akim. Shalom.